All right, Shalom. This is Zariah Ben Yasharala out of GMS Lions Den. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and a sincere salutations and Thawada to the Akim, the Akwatim, and the children that's believing and pushing the truth with sincerity. I want to get into the scripture about being lukewarm, Slakia, because if you're years into this truth, you shouldn't be wavering. You shouldn't be on the fence about whether or not you believe in this or something like that. You know, I'm gonna get Revelations chapter 3 verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. And that's just plain and simple. Because you're on the fence about something, because you got one foot in the door, one foot out, because you don't have confidence, not just in yourself, but you don't have confidence about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because the fact that you're lacking in faith, is going to show that you're lacking in your works. All right. So because Slakia, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Khan. So you can't waver in this. All right. You can't just stay behind the computer and just make sit down videos because that's how you feel comfortable. You don't feel like going out there on the highways and byways and doing your due diligence. And I'm gonna get that scripture real quick. Past it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 21. It says, for after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Khan. So what the Akim do out there on the highways and byways, when we're going out there and telling the people that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and we out here wearing our garments, people gonna think that we're crazy. People gonna think that we're wearing dresses. People don't understand us. Even when we take the time out to actually dumb things down and explain it to them, if it's not meant for them, they won't be meant for them. And you know, they might go about the way they're gonna scoff. But in the end, we're gonna look foolish to them because this isn't what they're used to. And that's what a lot of brothers. That's what a lot of Akim fear. They fear looking foolish unto people, because when you're out there on the highways and byways, you might do it in the downtown district of your city. So you might see some people that you go to school with, or you might see some people that you work with, and that's gonna make you scared. You be like, oh, I might lose their friendship, or oh, I might lose this job, or oh, they're gonna tell people, they're gonna tell my family, something like that. You can't have that type of thinking when you're out there on the highways and byways. You have to have an open mind. You have to have a direct current of flow to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You have to read the scriptures and pray to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that you can get over that, because you can't waver in this truth, because when you waver, it shows a lack of faith, and all you need is the faith the size of a grain of mustard seed to move a mountain. All right, so and that's very small. All right, because we're almost out of here, man. Like right after after the Passover, a lot of crazy stuff happens. It shows who you are. All right, I'm gonna get another one. This is Romans chapter 12 verse 1. Come. It says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Khan. So us going out there and looking like fools as we preach is our service. It's also our service to give our bodies as a living sacrifice, because Yahweh allowed Yahweh Shai to give it to sacrifice himself for us. So the least we can do is bear our cross, bear our pain for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and to give our bodies as a living sacrifice. Because aside from being afraid of what people might think of you, you're also afraid that people might want to fight you, and people will want to fight you. People going to want to try to punch you, or yell at you, or call the cops on you, or something like that. And there's been multiple occasions where that's happened, but you got to take those. All right, you have to take that, because we're in a spiritual battle, and like I just stated, it sometimes becomes carnal, but it's not always like that. It's a spiritual battle, and you just have to do your due diligence. I'm gonna reread that one. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Khan. So Yahweh Shai gave himself as a sacrifice unto us. So the least we can do is give our bodies as a living sacrifice unto him and his Father Yahweh, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, who created everything. All right, it's the least that we can do. And as a matter of fact, it is what we have to do. Acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Khan. I'm gonna get another scripture. Let me get Proverbs chapter 6. Khan. So this is Proverbs chapter 6. Oh, Salakia. Proverbs chapter 13. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 4. The soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. Khan. So the soul of the sluggard desireth and hath nothing. So if you out here, if Salakia, but if you out here and you're wishing to, you're like, I want to go on the highways and byways, but I'm afraid that, but I'm afraid this, but I'm afraid that. So, but at the same time, you get past your fear, but you're like, I want to do it, but this, you desire to go out there. You want to go out there, and you have nothing for it. You just keep making up excuses of why of why you won't go out there. You want to go out there, but you won't go out there. So the soul of the sluggard desireth to have nothing. So the soul of the sluggard desireth to have nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. Khan. So when you diligent in something, you gonna wake up and you just gonna go right out downtown and you just gonna start preaching with the other Akim. All right, that's all it is. You're just gonna do it. You're not gonna be like, oh, this and that. You're not gonna do all that. All right, because like I said in Romans, that is your service. All right, that you give your body as a living sacrifice. So it's what's pleasing to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And this is Proverbs. This is chapter 6, verse 6. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Khan. So when you're in the truth and you still not out there on the highways and byways, you using to the truth and you still not out there on the highways and byways for your lack of confidence or lack of fear or whatever it may be, you have to, what it says, verse 6, go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler. So right there, ants don't do things because they have somebody watching over them. They do things because they know that it needs to be done. And we know that we always have somebody watching over us, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but in a carnal sense, when we're home alone, or when we're alone anywhere else just out in the world, and we feel as if there's nobody, no human person around, it shows our character to what we do. All right. So, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. So steadily working. And when you see ants, they got that little line and they're always working. I've never seen an ant just sit and rest. You never see ants just rest. They're always working. Summer, winter, fall and autumn. All right. They're always in spring. They're always constantly working. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep, Khan? So that's why it's called being sluggish. When you just get out of bed and you still want to go to sleep. It's called being sluggish because you're being a sluggard. When you wake up to go do something, to do a job, it's best to be fully awake, and it's best to just go and get it done. Don't be like, man, did this and this and that. You just got to go do it. All right. So I hope this is edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to say shalom.